You're welcome once again to a new content right in this channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and of course hit the bell notification button so you can be notified when next we drop a new video. We'll be talking about this particular piece of information that we actually got concerning the president of Zimbabwe, Emerson Mnangagwa. Well, there is actually something that a Zimbabwean lawyer had to say, and believe me, it's making so many rounds. So I would love for us to quickly travel to this particular tweet that we're able to get from the News Hawks. It's actually a Twitter page, and they said something concerning Mnangagwa and of course this particular Zimbabwean lawyer who goes by the name Beatrice Mtetwa. Well, the tweet started off with something like, veteran Zimbabwean lawyer Beatrice Mtetwa says the president Emerson Mnangagwa has failed to uphold the constitution, its values, principles and good governance requirements in relation to investigating the suitability of two high court judges to continue holding the office after allegations of corruption. Mtetwa says after the Judicial Services Commission earlier this year recommended the appointment of tribunals to probe Justice Martin Makonese and of course Webster Chinamora, he has only dealt with the case of the former, while the latter remains serving on the bench. Makonese later resigned after a tribunal was appointed to investigate him. Well, that's make you understand that something fishy was actually going on. That is why this particular man had to resign. Well, let's continue. Prior to that, Makonese had become the fourth judge under Mnangagwa to be hauled before a tribunal to look into the question of his suitability to continue working as a judge. Mtetwa says by allowing Chinamora to continue at work, Mnangagwa has failed to follow the founding values and principles of the Constitution, which includes the rule of law, equality of all before the law, and good governance, thus abdicating his obligations under Section 187, subsection 3 of the Constitution. In the process, Mnangagwa also violated Section 90, subsection 1 of the Constitution, which demands that he must uphold, defend, obey, and respect the fundamental law of the land. Mtetwa also says Mnangagwa has failed to perform his constitutional obligations diligently and urgently as required by the law in such cases, which yet another abdication of duty. Mtetwa also says Mnangagwa needs to rectify this abdication of responsibility by urgently appointing a tribunal to investigate Chinamora's suitability to remain in office. Well, in addition to all these things, I strongly feel like what the president over there has done that strongly violates the constitution is him somehow electing this particular commander, Valerie, to somehow become an ex-officio member. I mean, I know very well that the constitution over there somehow prevents the president, or let's say it somehow prevents any person that's under the military to become a government member or someone that is under a party. And that is exactly the violation that this particular man did. Well, tell me in the comment section, do you think anything can be done about this? Because I strongly feel like Mnangagwa is even bigger than the law.